They think I'm crazy. I belong in an asylum. They made me this way. I got skills steady piling. Climbing to the top, they can't stop me from rhyming. Beats that I'm ironing, it just came from my
Yo, what's good, guys? We finally back. Yo, it's been forever. It's been months. I'm sorry that I'm screaming. I just whatever. Alright, we back, and we on Project Slayers, the hypest Demon Slayer game to come out since Demon Fall. And some would say it's better, some would say there's nothing to do, and some would be alright, you know? Project Slayers is like the biggest hyped up anime game right now, honestly, since Deep Woken and GPO dropped. Matter of fact, since GPO dropped, which is fitting because Project Slayers is basically Demon's Fall, GPO's like brother or maybe child, because a lot of the GPO aspect is in Project Slayers as a game. They had the GPO like almost UI, the GPO fighting system with certain changes and tweaks. Clearly a bunch of GPO devs like worked on this and you know, made this all look cool. I mean, their UI could still like use a bit, like could look better, it could, you know, be better, but everything else so far about this game, I would say in terms of just combat, the way that the Slayers and Demons are handled, are pretty good. Now, I've said all this nice stuff, all this good stuff, but there is something wrong with Project Slayers. Like, Project Slayers, like I said, overall, for a game where it's like with the fighting and all that kind of stuff, it's at a really good spot. It's at a spot where it's keeping people. But the biggest issues right now with Project Slayers is the fact that there's not enough content in the game. Like all the real like how-to and all that kind of stuff, other than like those little tutorials, how to find this, how to find that, there's not much else to really do. Like all those are already out. All the testers got their hands on putting all those out, right? So as a game, once you get those stuff, which are all pretty easy, the boss fights and that kind of stuff, they're not hard at all to do. They're all pretty easy. Once you're done with all that, there's not much else to do in the game. Like as a demon, right? Once you get to level 15, once you find Muzan, once you like do that little quest to become a demon, and you get your demon art, there's not much to do as a demon. Like you kind of just do the quest after you really beat the quest, farm the bosses, get the bosses drops. What's next? Okay, you go into PvP. After PvP, what's next? There's no real game. There's a whole merit system, but it doesn't really do anything. Like in the game right now, it's kind of just there to look pretty. It's like an accessory. When you're like a upper moon, you don't really feel like an upper moon. Like me and a couple of the heads that I played, we were going back and forth. Like, what could we suggest to the game to make the game better? Like the game right now is already at a genuinely good spot, but it could be better. Like there's a lot of things. Like when I play the game now, I had to literally get 2 more stars to feel like to have a reason to stay into the game. As a demon, other than leveling up and maxing out my demon art or getting into a high level, there wasn't much to do. And so in my opinion, I think something that Demon Fall could genuinely do is work on that reputation system that they already have. Like an upper demon should like feel like an upper demon, right? So when basically what I'm trying to say is when you're at the level of a demon, you should get certain boosts and advantages, like to really show like your regeneration should be crazy. Like when you hop in a server, bro, other Slayers should know that you're there. Like I'm talking about Slayer players, and they should have like some sort of mission from the crow, like, yo, this demon is here, y'all gonna have to like either band together or go try and solo fight it. And when there's like a Slayer, right, like a one of the pillars, like let's say you get to the level of pillars, I don't know if that's the thing for Slayers because I don't play Slayers, like once you get to like the Hashira rank basically, right, when you spawn in, Muzan should have like a assassination quest for you to go and kill that Slayer and go fight that Slayer as a demon. It could be like a whole like team raid kind of stuff, like basically like how you know how in Deep Woken there's boss raids. If you have played Deep Woken, basically that player turns into like a boss raid character where like it becomes a boss by itself and the players chase after it. One things that that Project Slayers, my bad, could do better is have like a bit more lore. I'm assuming that they're going to be dropping that maybe once they drop Mugen Train, all that kind of stuff with fire breathing and Akaza and all that kind of stuff, that'll be into the game. But that's one more thing that you could add, like a little bit more story, a little bit like some reason to keep playing like the PvE aspect of the game, without just being like another bandit beater, another grinding simulator for something else, like another insensitive. And there are a certain aspect of combat that could definitely be better in the game. Like the combat is clean, but it sometimes feel a little janky when you're mid combat, and because you've done like the whole 5 hit, you're kind of just stuck there. So that little combo that could have been an infinite combo, mind you, kind of gets dropped or falls off. Or sometimes like when you do the air combo, it just bugs and drops out. Like, and also Tamari Ball, like this, I might just make a second video in general talking about some of the Slayer artists and how high they could be better, because right now there's the issue with demons where Blood is like the best like Demon Slayer art, while the other ones are not really together. Maybe like Reaper is probably like the second best, I would say, and maybe Tamari Ball, you can interchange those two, right? And then for Slayers right now, the best, like the literal best, the breathing is Lightning, and it's obvious as to why. Lightning is always broken. Lightning's never not broken in any other game, and I thought they've done a good job at balancing it, but it's still crazy, bro. Have you seen that thing in PvP? Like, yo. So if they could honestly nerf that right to a point where it's fair game, both Blood and like Lightning. No, I'm not gonna lie. Lightning makes Blood look fair. I'm gonna say it again. Lightning makes Blood look fair, because in PvP, bro, the advantage that somebody with Lightning has is insane. Hopefully in the next couple of days, I know this game's been out for like 3 days, they start like, before maybe or after they drop Moon Game Train, they start kind of just updating and they start like nerfing some stuff to the, not to the point where it's unplayable, but to the point where it's fair. I don't mind when stuff are broken, but if everything's already like kind of OP, then you're gonna have to like the non-OP things, buff them up if you don't want to nerf them. You feel me? Buff them up if you don't want to nerf them. And the other thing too, I hate this dodging system. That whole perfect dodge stuff, like with the animation. Like I get that you get the little stud stuff, but the whole cinematic, can we please turn that off? Like if there's a way to turn it off, please. Because it's okay, but it's not the best. Like, and that's about it for me, really. Just more lore, a better player versus player, like in game. Like I'm talking about in the PvP, without having to go into like the hub, like a nice little big war mini, like every once in a minute between demons and slayers that are inside the lore. That would be fire, bro. That would be fire. And I know they can do it. They've done all of this, and I know for a fact they could. This is so far, in my opinion. I'm gonna say it again. The best Demon Slayer game that has dropped in Roblox. There's been Wisteria, there's been Demonfall, there's been a lot of unnamed ones that just kind of die out. But this game right now, high key is the best Demon Slayer game. And with all the potential that they have, they can make this game be solidified. Like no other, maybe even anime game could top it. I'm joking. One Piece is always gonna top it, like GPO, but you know what I mean. You know, that's just opinion. But other than that, it's like it's combat. So like fix the combat and the merit system, make it mean something. Like the merit is just there to look pretty, bro. Like I don't really feel like an upper demon, even though I'm an upper demon. Be stupid OP, yet I don't feel that, you know? Like when I'm fighting other people, like and stuff like that, it just doesn't feel right. And I feel like if y'all are able to just do that the correct way, this game is going to go places, like genuine places, bro. Whew. Y'all take care, man, and have a good one if you made this far. I'm glad I'm back. I'm so glad I'm back. Y'all have a nice day.